Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Can you all hear me properly? See the screen? Is the screen clearly visible and am I audible to each one of you over here? On the chat box, 1 second. Oh. Yes. Is everything fine and clear for everybody? Am I audible? Am I audible to everybody? And is my voice clear? The screen is clear. Tell me fast on the chat box, everybody. Yes, good morning, Nila. Before the network breaks up our voice, we have to move to the chapter. Yes, guys, can you hear me properly? Yes, thank you so much. So today we are going to start with a brand new chapter of your class 12th syllabus of biology, that is human reproduction. So this is actually the chapter which we are going to start today. And today we are discussing about the male and the female reproductive system. Is the volume enough? Is the volume enough for everybody? Yes, thank you so much. This is our amazing Telegram group at BioPoint where we conduct regular discussion, polls, quizzes, OMR examination, and updates on our classes will generally happen in this particular Telegram group. Those who are watching the session, don't forget to hit the like button, do share it with your friends, and subscribe our wonderful bio channel of BioPoint, Stream the World of Bio. This is a crash course happening for our Neet 2021-2022 batches. So to know more about the crash course, do join our Telegram group at BioPoint to know more about the crash course. Yes, guys, the one-shot video lecture today evening 9 p.m. you would have a crash course series one-shot video on the chapter breathing and exchange of gases on the topic vital volumes and capacities. Okay, the last class we stopped with a particular topic. So from there onwards, we'll have the part 2 of the one-shot lectures. Give me hearts on the screen, Nila, and we are going to begin this particular chapter of human reproduction. And today our topic is all about reproductive system of males. Yes, male and female reproductive system. Let's begin. Thank you so much. So listen carefully. Since there is only one person in the class, it would be easy for me to teach. And if you have any doubt, please clarify it right now, right here, so that after this lecture, soon you can take out an MCQ book and start doing the MCQs of this particular topic. Okay, that much clear. You have to go from the class itself. Okay, there is no need of a further revision on this chapter, so study along with me. So beginning with the chapter of human reproduction. What is actually reproduction? Actually, in human organism, we could say that different processes are there, right? Different life processes are there. For example, digestion, respiration, nutrition, then excretion is there. So different life processes are there, and among them you would have reproduction also, right? So reproduction is the production of young ones or by an organism for the continuation of its race or for the continuation of their species. Okay, so what is reproduction? Reproduction is the production of young ones of an organism. And what is the advantage of reproduction? It is useful for the continuation of species. Humans are, so in this first unit of 4 chapters are there. That is, first is reproduction in organism, second one sexual reproduction in organism, third one human reproduction, fourth one reproductive health. Either 3 questions, total number of questions from this chapter 3 and 4 is 4 questions. From these 2 chapters, 3 questions are usually coming, and a total of 7 marks weightage, 7 marks, 7 question usually comes from this particular chapter of unit 1. So, from the last 2 chapters, that is human reproduction and reproductive health, we are totally expecting a question of 4, out of which usually we would see a pattern that 3 questions are asked from this chapter of human reproduction and 1 question is asked from the chapter or topic of reproductive health. But in certain cases, in recent years, that is for 2019, 2020 and all, actually we could see that no questions were asked from the chapter reproductive health and 4 questions were directly asked from human reproduction connected itself. So in the first chapter we would have a general idea. In there we studied about what is reproduction, what are its advantages and all these things, and about the plant reproduction we would study in the second chapter, and in this third chapter we are usually discussing about the reproduction happening in human beings. So let's start it. Humans are sexually reproducing and are viviparous. Sexually reproducing means there is at least 2 parents. Okay? Yes, Anilan. Good morning. So, sexually reproducing means they have 2 parents is there, then formation and fusion of gametes is there. But in case of asexual reproduction, 1 parent is only required and there may or may not have a fusion or formation of gametes. Viviparous means what? Viviparous and oviparous condition. Oviparous means they lay eggs to produce their young ones, but in case of human beings, they are viviparous organisms. What do you mean by viviparous organisms? Viviparous organisms means they give birth to their young ones, right? They give birth to their young ones and they have a mammary gland to nourish the young ones after the process of delivery. Clear? Mainly, there are 2 main structures in the reproductive system. That is, you have to study about the male reproductive system and you have to have a clear idea about the female reproductive system also. Okay, this is the structure. This is a diagram for the male reproductive system. This is a structure for the female reproductive system. So in this today's class, in the next 30-35 minutes, we are going to discuss completely about the structure and the parts involved in the reproductive structures of males and female organism. So first we are going to discuss about the male reproductive system. Okay, first we are going to discuss about the male reproductive system. Let's move on. I'll take it down. First of all, take the important points, write down it in your book. Okay, male reproductive system. Okay, male reproductive system. The male reproductive system mainly consists of 4 main parts. Okay, that is, it consists of a pair of testes. Male reproductive system consists of a pair of testes. Then accessory glands is there. Accessory, oh my god, accessory gland is there. Accessory duct is there. Accessory duct is there. And an external genitalia is there. An external genitalia is also there. Which in case of human males is the penis. Clear? Clear, everybody? Yes. So a pair of testes is there and accessory glands are there, accessory duct is there, external genitalia is there. So let's move with the slides itself. Human male reproductive system. So human male reproductive system mainly consists of four main parts, that is a pair of testes, accessory duct and accessory glands, and external genitalia, or in case of males it is the penis. What are the accessory duct present in human reproductive system? In the case of the male, the accessory duct consists of a subdivision of four main parts, that is retitestis, vas efferentia, epididymis, vas deferens. Okay, so the sperms or the male gametes are produced from the testis. From the testis, they are passed on to the retitestis. Okay, the particular male gamete passed from the testis to the retitestis, vas efferentia, epididymis, vas deferens. From the vas deferens, you would have the three accessory glands, that is a prostate gland, which is one in number. Seminal vesicle is actually paired, and a bulbourethral or Cowper's gland, which is again paired. This is a single gland. Okay, seminal vesicle is a single one, but both of this Cowper's gland and the prostate gland are paired gland. Clear? Both of them are paired. Can we move in detail about it? Give me thumbs up on the chat box. Let's move with the detail of this chapter right now on your screens. Yes. Is it clear? Yes. So let's move with the number 1. That is, yes, paired testis, which is the initial part of a human male reproductive system. So testes are the primary sex organ. Testes are the primary sex organ that produces sperms and testosterone. So sperms are actually what? Sperms are actually the male gamete. Sperms are the male gamete, and testosterone. What do you mean by testosterone? Testosterone is the male hormone. Okay, so testis is a pair of sex organ, the primary sex organs of the human males, that is concerned with the production of sperms and testosterone. They are formed within the abdomen. Okay, testes are also formed within the abdomen, but they are passed on to a sac-like structure outside the body, that is a scrotal sac or scrotum, by a canal called inguinal canal. Okay, at the 8th month of pregnancy or soon after the birth or at the 8th month of pregnancy, this particular testis, which is actually residing inside our abdomen, is passed on to the scrotal sac, which is actually a pouch like structure, present outside the body. Clear? Clear. So testes, they are the primary sex organ concerned with the production of sperms and testosterone. They are also formed within the abdomen soon after the birth or at the 8th month of pregnancy. They descend into the scrotal sac or scrotum through the inguinal canal. The low temperature, why they are kept outside the body while all other parts of the reproductive system is present inside? They are present outside the body because in the outside the body they would have a low temperature, that is 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius, less than the body temperature, because in this particular lower temperature only sperm production takes place. The process of formation of sperm is known as spermatogenesis. So in that particular low temperature which happens outside our body, spermatogenesis or formation of sperms takes place to the maximum. Clear? And it also helps in the proper functioning of the testes. So this is the scrotal sac in which the testis is residing. This is present outside the body. Okay, this is a scrotal sac which is present outside the body. This is actually the testis, the epididymis and the vas deferens, and these are the path through which the sperms are to be carried or it is being transported. Each testis is oval in shape. Each testis is oval in shape and has a length of 4 to 5 centimeter and a width of 2 to 3 centimeter. Previous year MCQ question, statement based question, they can ask you. Testis is oval in shape. Yes, it's a true statement. Length is 4 to 5 centimeter. Width is 2 to 3 centimeter. Okay, each testis has about 250 testicular lobules. Each testis has about 250 testicular lobules, and each of these lobules contain 1 to 3 highly coiled structures called seminiferous tubule. Very important MCQ question. Okay, is it clear for everybody watching the session? Testis is oval in shape. Its length is 4 to 5 centimeter. Its width is 2 to 3 centimeter. Each testis has about 250 testicular lobules, and each lobule has about 1 to 3 highly coiled structures called seminiferous tubule. The seminiferous tubule consists mainly of two main cells. The seminiferous tubule mainly consists of two main cells. What are the two main cells? That is, first one spermatogenic cells. Second one is a Sertoli cell. That is the male germ cell and the Sertoli cell according to your NCERT. Male germ cell and the Sertoli cells are present associated with the seminiferous tubule. So seminiferous tubule is lined internally with the spermatogenic cells or the spermatozoa or the male germ cells, and externally it is lined by the Sertoli cells. Is it clear? Clear, everybody? The Sertoli, what is the function of male germ cell? Male germ cells helps in the production of sperms because they are the spermatogonia. They are spermatogonia or the mother cells from which the sperms are produced. That is why they are called male germ cells. And what is the function of Sertoli cell? They are actually the supporting cell that act as a nursing cell. Okay, Sertoli cell is also known as nursing cell. And what is their function then? It helps in providing nourishment to the developing spermatogonia or sperms. Clear? It helps in developing the spermatogonia or the developing sperms. This is an important diagram mentioned in your NCERT. Clear? Important, one of the important diagram of NCERT. Okay, which about more of this we would study in the next class, but today I'll explain it. Okay, so Sertoli cell, I already told you that the male germ cells are associated. The male germ cells are associated with the function of production of male gametes, that is the sperms. And Sertoli cells are the nursing cell that provides nourishment to the developing sperms. Clear? So this is the Sertoli cells. Actually, spermatogonium is the mother cell, I already told you, from which the sperms are gonna get produced. So from the spermatogonium, it undergoes cell division to form a primary spermatocyte. The spermatogonium undergoes cell division to form a primary spermatocyte. From the primary spermatocyte undergo again cell division to form secondary spermatocyte. The secondary spermatocyte forms meiosis, undergo meiosis to form spermatid, and finally the spermatids get modified to form spermatozoa. So all these things we would be discussing in your lecture number 2, that is on the next class. Clear? So you know in detail that we have to study about the process of spermatogenesis, how cells are undergoing and what type of cell division they are getting to undergo. So all these things we have to study in detail in the upcoming classes, that is in the next upcoming class, that is number 2 itself. Clear? So today you have to study that the spermatogonium undergoes cell division, that is undergo mitotic type of cell division to form the primary spermatocyte. The primary spermatocyte undergoes cell division to form secondary spermatocyte. The secondary spermatocyte again undergo meiosis or cell division to form spermatids, and the spermatids get modified to have the spermatozoa. The spermatozoa is also known as the sperms. Clear? So clear, this diagram is very important. Very important diagram is this. Yes. Let's move on to the upcoming portion. That is the first one, the region outside the seminiferous tubule. So there is, I already told you, it is lined internally by the male germ cells and it is lined externally by the Sertoli cells or the nourishing cells. So the region outside the seminiferous tubule are lined by that Leydig cells or the interstitial cells. Leydig cells or the interstitial cells. Sorry guys, I have made a mistake. I'll explain it once again. Very sorry. Very sorry. Please concentrate over here. Please concentrate guys. I just suddenly in a hurry I missed that point. I missed and made it wrong also. Guys, the male germ cell as well as Sertoli cells are found inside the seminiferous tubule. Okay, actually there is total 3 cells in the seminiferous tubule. 2 cells are found lining the seminiferous tubule and 1 is found to be in the external. Give me hearts on the screen if you are clear with it. Clear with the confusion. Male germ cells and Sertoli cells are found inside the lining the seminiferous tubule, and the Leydig cells or interstitial cells are found outside the body, outside the seminiferous tubule. Is it clear? Give me hearts on the screen if it's clear. Yes. So please check it down. And outside the seminiferous tubule, you have the interstitial space. That the interstitial space contains small blood vessel, interstitial cells or Leydig cells. Very important MCQ. Okay. Whenever I was speaking about the other thing also, I was thinking then where was the Leydig cell? I just forgot the concept. Okay, I just forgot about the term itself. That's why I just told you. Interstitial cells or Leydig cells are present outside the region outside the seminiferous tubule. And these Leydig cells or interstitial cells are immunologically competent cells. They are immunologically active cells. Then, what was the function of the male germ cells and the Sertoli cells? Male germ cell will produce the male gametes. Sertoli cell will nourishes the male gamete. What is the function of interstitial or Leydig cells? Their main function is to secrete the male hormone. Their main function is to produce the male hormone, that is the androgen or testosterone. Is it clear? Clear, everybody? Yes. Let's move with the next topic. Yes. Next topic we are going to discuss is all about the accessory duct. If you have any doubt, Nila, please ask me right now, right here itself. Okay. We won't be getting a time to have the revision of this at last, so study it right now. Soon after the class, utilize the time in practicing the MCQs of this particular topic. So, accessory duct. Accessory duct, it consists of a retitestis, vasa efferentia, epididymis, which actually stores sperms temporarily, and last one is the vas deferens, or actually it is also called sperm duct. You have to study only this order: retitestis, vas efferentia, epididymis, vas deferens. So only that order is enough. And one previous year MCQ is: name the structure that temporarily stores the sperms. Temporarily stores the sperm, it is the epididymis. In case of cockroach we studied that the organ that temporarily stores the sperms is the seminal vesicle. So in case of human beings, in the sexually reproducing viviparous organism humans, we have studied that the sperms are temporarily stored in the epididymis, and the seminal vesicle is actually an accessory reproductive gland. Clear? Is it clear? Study these names, which because these names are very important. Epididymis stores sperms temporarily. That is an important question. Yes, please take a screenshot for this. This is actually enough. Enough and more for everybody. This is enough and more. Seminiferous tubule, retitestis, vas efferentia, epididymis, vas deferens, common ejaculatory duct, urethra, urethral meatus. This is actually the path for the conduction of sperms. Very important MCQ. They will give you these terms and you will be asked to arrange the following in the correct sequence. So this is a very important one. Clear? Yes. Then the urethra receives a duct from the prostate gland and the Cowper's gland, and it passes through the male copulatory organ or the penis. Look, this is, guys, from this particular region. I think I'll draw it with yellow color so that it would be made clear for everybody. Listen, guys, I'm going to get out this particular structure, sperm structure, with the case of yellow color in order to make you clear. This yellow spot is the sperms. So from the testis, it will enter, that is inside the testis, inside the seminiferous tubule, the sperms are formed. So from the seminiferous tubule, it will gain its entry into the retitestis. From the retitestis into the vas efferentia, all those things are over here. From here, it will gain entry into the epididymis. From epididymis, it will go on to the vas deferens into the common ejaculatory duct, urethra, and actually you will have the urethral meatus. And this is the external copulatory organ, that is the penis. Is it clear? Everybody, it's very simple actually, very simple one. Next, we are going to discuss about the accessory gland. Okay. Accessory duct mainly consists of three main glands, that is the seminal vesicles is there, the prostate gland is there, and the Cowper's gland or the bulbourethral gland is there. Clear? So the accessory gland is mainly of three types: seminal vesicle, one in number; prostate gland and Cowper's gland, two each in number. Clear? Yes. So the Cowper's gland is also known as the bulbourethral glands. The secretion from all the three glands together, we will call it as the seminal vesicle, seminal plasma. From the secretion from the seminal vesicle, prostate gland and the Cowper's gland together, you will call them as the seminal plasma. This particular secretion is rich in fructose, rich in calcium and certain enzymes. Seminal plasma sperms together forms a white colored fluid called the semen. White fluidy substance. Yes, it's clear. I hope it's clear for everybody. Yes. These three are the main accessory gland, a pair of seminal vesicle. Sorry guys, prostate gland is one number totally. I lost my whole concentration today. I'm speaking out utter blunters and all in today's class. Okay, really sorry. Prostate gland is one in number, seminal vesicle is paired, and the Cowper's gland or bulbourethral gland is also again paired. Clear? Yes. What are the different functions of the seminal plasma? Seminal plasma helps in the transportation of sperms. It supplies nutrients to the sperms. Seminal plasma helps in providing transport, helps in the transport of sperms. It acts as a medium for the transport of sperms. It supplies nutrient to the sperm. It provides alkalinity to counteract the acidity of the female reproductive tract. So this particular seminal plasma is alkaline in nature. Okay, the seminal plasma is alkaline in nature. It provides its ability to counteract the acidity of the uterus or the female reproductive tract. Secretion of the Cowper's gland lubricate the penis, and the secretion of the epididymis was different seminal vesicle, and the prostate gland also helps in the maturation and the motility of the sperms. Very important MCQ level question. Is it clear? Let's move on to the female reproductive tract in next 2 minutes. Okay. Is it clear? The last part, the copulatory organ of the female, not female, male reproductive system, it is the penis. Oh my god. Okay, penis is the external genitalia or it is a copulatory organ. It is made up of a special erectile spongy tissue. It is made up of a spongy erectile tissue. When a blood comes, when the spongy tissue is filled with blood, the penis erect and facilitates a process of insemination. The cone-shaped tip of the penis is called the glans penis. It's covered by a prepuce or a foreskin. Prepuce, foreskin and all is a very important previous year MCQ. Clear? So penis is a copulatory organ. It is a male external genitalia. It is present as a copulatory organ in case of males. When it is also made up of a spongy tissue in which when blood comes, it actually stimulates and produces what a feeling of insemination. And the cone-shaped tip of the penis you will call it as, so the skin present in front of the penis you will call it as the glans penis, and it is covered by a prepuce or what for skin. Yes, so these are the structures mainly associated with the male reproductive system. And next, so next we are going to discuss with the female reproductive system. Clear? Yes. Can we move? Can we move? Tell me, am I audible, everybody? Can you all see the screen? Can we move with the female reproductive system in detail for the next 20-25 minutes? Ready, everybody? Yes, so let's get started. This is actually a very important screenshot have to be taken over here. The female reproductive system, or FRS. Female reproductive system. Female reproductive system consists of a paired ovary, an accessory duct, and an external genitalia. In males, there were mainly four main parts, that is the pair of testes, an accessory glands, accessory duct, and an external genitalia. So here it contains three parts: paired ovaries, accessory duct, and the accessory accessory duct, and also external genitalia. Okay. Yes. So the ovary is a structure that produces concerned with the production of ovum or egg, the female gamete in case of human females. The accessory duct consists of oviduct or the fallopian tube, uterus, and the vagina are considered as the accessory duct. The external genitalia is mons pubis, vestibule, hymen, clitoris. Okay, so these are the main female reproductive external genitalias. So you have to by heart the names of each one of them: mons pubis, vestibule, hymen, clitoris, vagina, uterus, oviduct are the female accessory duct. So first is a pair of ovaries. The primary sex organ is the pair of ovary that produces a female gamete ova, the steroid ovarian hormone estrogen and progesterone. The ovary is about 2 to 4 centimeter in length. They are located on both sides of the lower abdomen and are connected to the pelvic wall and the uterus by ligaments. Okay, so ovaries are the primary sex organ which produces a female gamete, steroid ovarian hormones such as progesterone and estrogen. They are about 2 to 4 centimeter in length and they are located on either side of the abdomen, connected by a pelvic wall and uterus by the ligaments. Each ovary is composed of a thin epithelium which encloses the ovarian stroma. The stroma has an outer cortex and an inner medulla. So the stroma has an outer cortex and an inner medulla. The ovary contains a group of cells such as the ovarian or Graafian follicle. Each follicle carries a centrally placed ovum. Each follicle carries a centrally placed ovum. Nila, is it clear? Am I going a bit fast? Since you are only here, I am talking in such a way for a person who has studied all these things. If you have any doubt, please, you are free to ask about it. Yes. So the ovary is enclosed by an epithelium, thin epithelium, which encloses the ovarian stroma. It consists of an outer cortex and an inner medulla. It has a specialized cells called Graafian follicle or ovarian follicles, and each follicle contains specialized cells that produce the female gamete called the ovum or the egg. These are the main accessory duct or the duct system associated with the female reproductive system, that is oviduct, uterus, and the vagina. Look, guys, this is the ovary. This is the ovary. So the ovum is released from this ovary. It is directly collected by the infundibulum or the fallopian tube. Infundibulum is the first part of the fallopian tube. infundibulum, ambula, isthmus. In between this particular area, you will have the fusion of fertilization takes place. So till your 10th standard, you have studied that it takes place in the fallopian tube, but according to your 12th standard, you have to study that fertilization takes place in the ampullary isthmic junction or ampullary isthmic junction. This is based on a 12th standard knowledge, 12th standard student. So the ovum is absolutely collected by the infundibulum because the fimbriae are present. They are like fimbriae are present, which actually collects the ovum from the ovary and passes in from the infundibulum, ampulla, isthmus. It reaches the uterus area. The uterus is actually composed of three layers: endometrium, myometrium, and perimetrium. And it moves on to the cervix, cervical canal, and the last part is the vagina. So the accessory duct mainly consists of the fallopian tubes or the oviduct, uterus or the womb, and the vagina are the three main accessory duct associated with the duct system of human beings. Next. Yes. Give me hearts on the screen if you're understanding up to here. Up to here, if it is clear and you are ready to do the MCQs, give me hearts on the screen. Yes, Nila, thank you so much. We have studied this, right? During our Neet 2020 also, we have studied all these things very detailed manner. So oviduct or the fallopian tube is 10 to 12 centimeter long. It has three main parts: infundibulum, ampulla, and isthmus. Infundibulum is a funnel-shaped opening with many finger-like projections called fimbriae. It helps to collect the ovum. Ampulla is the wider part of the oviduct, and isthmus is the narrow part that joins the fallopian tube with the uterus. The ciliated epithelium lined the lumen of the oviduct drives the ovum towards the uterus. Okay, so study the name of the three parts: infundibulum, ampulla, and isthmus, which is an important question from this out chapter. Clear? Clear, everybody? Yes. Next is the uterus. Uterus is an inverted pear-shaped organ. Okay, invert pear-shaped organ present as an accessory duct in case of human females. It is supported by ligaments attached to the pelvic wall. It has three main parts: upper fundus, middle body, and the terminal cervix region. Cervix opens into the vagina. The uterine wall consists of three main layers: perimetrium, myometrium, and the endometrium. The perimetrium has an external thin membrane, the myometrium middle thick layer of smooth muscles, and endometrium is highly glandular and vascularized. It's very important question from the three main layers of uterus. Very important. Okay, perimetrium is a thin membrane external layer. Myometrium is a middle thick layer of smooth muscles. Endometrium is inner glandular and vascular tissue. Okay, is it clear? Next organ, let me check. Guys, from the vagina onwards, Nila, from vagina onwards, we would study in the next class. Okay, you won't be having a class at 11 a.m. which I scheduled. I'll postpone it to some other time. Okay, because my hands has got a small crack. I don't know what's the reason behind it. Okay, it's it's difficult for me to write, to take out the pen and write it like this. Okay, so I was taking a rest since I am not taking any classes for you guys. I just took the class. Anyway, you would have the one shot and all will be there. Okay, so see you in the next class with the rest of this chapter, the part 2 of this chapter. Bye bye. Take care. Sure, Nila. Bye bye. Take care.